Alrighty guys, how's it going today? So, it's cold out. I'm not sure what this thing's going to say, but that's way the hell off. I don't know why that's saying. That is saying almost 40. 40 degrees. Or 5 degrees Celsius, I guess, whatever. No, well, I don't know, whatever that is in Canadian stuff. But anyways, I did a little bit of plowing last night. Didn't really have a lot of snow. It wasn't really well, the trail here was blown in with well, can't even speak. It was so cold out. There was about a foot of snow there, a little drift, and then there was a drift behind the house too. I frickin' plowed everything open. I really got, like I told most of my guys, my subscribers, I was gonna get greedy with my stacking space this year, and holy boy did I ever. I wanted about 20 feet more than I usually stop right about this pole and about this tree. Nope, I opened all this up. Same thing over there, all the way around. So I just put the blade on an angle and it did pretty good. I'm surprised I didn't dig into the ground, but maybe I got the scalping wheels or the skid shoes set a little better. And I knocked all this over. See? That's just so I can stack snow right along in here. The trail's right here. This is where I walk. You can see where the snow's been kind of compact. So, I mean, that's 15 feet right there of stacking space. I gotta plow this open a little more yet. I did this by hand, but see, when I get enough snow right here, I'm just gonna go right over it with the four-wheeler. Say, when I ride up to the neighbor's property. So, I don't want to go into his property, you know, I don't want to stack snow in his yard, so. And I'm going to try to keep this open this winter. I might have to actually make one more round right there. But, so you can see the grass is still showing through, so it isn't really worth plowing. You know, so. But yeah, I might even open this up a little bit more yet, too. So, because I kind of want to stack snow there, too. Because last year, I pretty much all ran out of stacking space. Well, I usually stop right about there. If you're here at the corner, well, a little past the shop there yet, but last year it filled up to about there, and I literally was right up to the building, so I pretty much had nowhere to park Big Red, the four-wheeler, or to walk, pretty much. Ran out of stacking space over there, too, so I really went all out this year, boys, but we still got tons more snow to come yet. And Mother cleaned off the top of the driveway right up along the garage door there. Stacked all the snow right where I gotta walk, so I might have to get the four-wheeler out and push that to another area and stack it somewhere else. But that's where the pile's gonna start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get a mountain pile going. You know, just drive right up it with the four-wheeler. Once that gets too high and too steep, then I'll just back it up a little bit and stack another section there. But I gotta go here. I was thinking about opening all this up too a little bit, but just, you know, a little bit so I can get in there and stack some stuff. But I think maybe we'll be alright if I keep this open. I'm gonna try to actually literally stack this crap instead of just piling it in front of it. But yeah, so that's really all the snow we got. I know Double Strike got a little bit of stuff, and he was out plowing a couple days ago, I think it was. But yeah, so I was out yesterday stacking, or plowing anyway, scraping the trails and stuff. So, but yeah, I was pretty surprised that blew, and I had about a foot of snow right there at that, going right up that hill. So there's a hill there, right? So it's just starting to go up that hill, up to the very top. It was all about a foot deep, so it's right into the swath there, or into the windrow there, and there we go. But yeah, so did that last night. Took me about an hour, not too bad. Well, probably not even an hour. So you really can't go fast either because the ground's not hard yet. There's no ice packed on there, or no snow packed, so the blade's would pretty much just dig right into the grass, but it never did. So, well, we'll try it and we'll see how it goes. But anyways, I got my battery tenders from Deltran or whatever, how you say that. So, get this key out of the way. So, I got 2 of them. I just put everything into a single bag here because they both have their own bag, and I was like, I don't really need that. So, even though the prints are the same, you can find these things on you can find tons of videos on YouTube about this, but I figured I'll do my own. So, here she is. They actually kind of changed the design on this a little bit. So, well, I'm not going to show you the other one because it's the same, but we'll look at this one first. I'll flip this camera around. So, this is just your standard 12 volt. Come on, let people want to read it. It's an automatic battery tender junior. 110 volt, maybe 120 volt, I'm not sure. Just plugs into like your standard, outlet kind of things, right? I think it was, I guess it says up here, I guess, interesting. If I can find an English section, here it is. Green light, solid, means it's maintaining it, or it's in float mode. Flashing red is not charging. Solid red is charging. Flashing green, battery, whatever. Oh, the battery life is greater than 80%, so it means it's pretty close to being full. The little light would be right there, and that little, right here, that little glass dome looking kind of thing. So I found a video from, I don't know, like a couple years ago, and they, the sides here were just smooth. You can see how they put this little ring on there now, little grippy dewy. Make it a little easier to grip, I guess, especially if you got gloves on or something like that, right? A little heavy. It's not too bad. I don't think it would pull out of the outlet, but you never know, right? So, yeah. It's not. I mean, this is my first one. I've never had a battery tender. I got a battery charger, but that thing's freaking like 80,000 years old, and I used it once just a few months ago, or about a month ago actually, because the car that's sitting outside behind that wall there, you cannot see right now, wouldn't start on me. But the battery wasn't dead. It just had a bad connection somewhere along the ways. So I guess it comes with a 12-foot cable here. And it does have the quick connect, which is buried inside the frickin' thing. Right here, actually. Well, I can show you on these other things. That's just what they kind of look like. Let's see here. Come on, baby. Open up. I can't even open it. Come on. Come on. There you go. See, it's just got, oh, you can't see it on that one either. What the frig? Maybe this one you can see it. Yeah. It's got this got this little cap on it. Well, this one's got the cap. But that's your plug-in. But on the charger side does not have a cap on it. It's capless. So these are not made for outdoors. These are just made for indoor use. So yeah. So these are battery chargers. They're just going to take a little longer to charge your battery than normal. Like if you put that kind of a charger on it, they would have that full in about an hour. Or 2 maybe. This will probably take you a day, depending on the size of battery, but so I plan on hooking this one up to the John Deere, the little garden tractor. Then I got another one I got to hook up, so that one's going to go up to the car battery, which is in the basement. I'm just going to put these are the alligator clips. Each one, of course, you get 2 sets of wires. You get the alligator clips, which is just like like if you want to quickly charge a battery. And then you get the ring terminal kind of dewies for like a permanent kind of dewey. So like if you're going to if you want to keep your car or your tractor or whatever on a tender most of the time, you know, you could just simply plug it in. You don't have to always wire it or anything, right? And each one, I guess each one comes with a 75 amp fuse, which is in that little cover there. So I guess so you don't like overload it or something, you'll just blow the fuses instead of breaking everything else. So I'm going to put, I got 2 of these. I'm not going to show you the other one because it's the freaking same. These are like I said, are the permanent type kind of Dewey's. You just put them on your battery terminals, and then you can just run the wiring somewhere to where it's so where you can get to it real easy without having to always pop the hood or, you know, mess with the wiring, right? It's like I said, it's like a permanent deal. You know, you can just leave it forever and not have to worry about it. So that's what I'm going to do with the John Deere and Big Red, the ATV. The 4-wheeler doesn't really have to be on a charger or a tender because I run that thing even in the wintertime. But I figured it'd be the best thing to do because if I ever do have a battery problem, I can just plug it in and simply charge it. The car battery. I'm just going to put these alligator clips on because that's not going to be a permanent. Not going to be a permanent deal. It's just going to be, well, it'll be for all winter, but there's no point in putting the rings on. So, because I'm not sure what's going to happen to the car yet. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it or if we're going to scrap it out. So I don't really know yet, but it's going to cost about $6 grand for a new engine. So yeah. But I don't really think that these are going to... This is supposed to have a 12-foot wire on it. I don't really know if that's going to be long enough. They do make extensions. They have a 12.5 foot and then a 25-foot extension. I did not order that because I didn't know for sure if I would have enough, but I might have to. So I'm going to at least wire this anyway. But I'm not going to show you that because my uncle's going to come down and make sure I do this right. I guess even though it's red for positive and black for negative. But knowing my luck, I'll probably blow it up. So, but he'll be coming by probably later tonight or something. He's probably a little busy right now doing some other stuff. So, yeah, this one's going to be for the car. And then that one's going to be for the tractor. Now, if the 4-wheeler ever has to get charged, the 4-wheeler, I could either just take the one off the car or take the one off the tractor. You know, just swap them around. Because I don't want to have to keep popping the hoods to change these alligator clips around. So these are the more permanent type, you know, like I said. And I got 2 of them, so yeah, it's going to be quite fun. A lot of people were saying these are the best thing on the planet. You know, like I see, I've never had one. So, and I think it gets pretty dang cold here. The coldest it's ever been here in Minnesota. And that was a few years back when it got like almost minus 60. So it got pretty cold that one year. But the last few years it's only been down to like minus 40. So it hasn't been too bad. But no matter how cold it gets, the cold is going to ruin your batteries. And I don't feel like buying any batteries. So apparently, from what I've seen on videos, batteries can actually get ruined if they're not on some kind of a tender or not being used. I guess if they get low on their juice, I guess the battery, I can't say that it would rot, but it would, I guess it just gets weak and it just ruins itself, I guess. I don't really know how that works, but so I don't want that. I don't want that going on with my stuff. And I bought all this stuff brand new, so, well, 5 years ago it was brand new, but not now, but, I mean, I've had the same battery and everything for 5 years on my tractor and on the 4-wheeler, so, never had a problem. So, but I don't like, see, well, usually what we used to do is we used to just pop the batteries out of the 4-wheeler, or out of the tractor, and I just put it in the basement. But last year I left it in because I was too damn lazy to take it out. So I'm thinking, well, you know, instead of popping it out all day, why don't I just put a damn tender on it and, you know, I'll never have to touch it again, right? So that's what we're going to do. Now, it took me forever to get these things because I ordered them from frickin' Walmart. So yeah. So that's going to be quite fun to do. Well, if I get my uncle down here, we'll get it done really quick, but I should have ordered these things earlier on. I've been meaning to order these things all summer because my one subscriber, Double a Strike, was going to get one for his John Deere. I don't know if he ever did or not, but we've been talking about it all summer long, and we just finally now did something about it. Well, I did anyway. I don't know what he did, but so I think it's actually, this is like, if you think about it, cheap insurance. Because I paid, well, each one of these is $30, $35 if you actually order it from the real battery tender website. I'll put the link below too. I'll put the one below to Walmart too if you guys want to buy it from Walmart, but I would just get it from the actual website that they have. But I didn't think they had one, but I guess they do. First should have figured that, but so I think each one I paid, well, each one was about $30, so that's about $60 right there. Standard free shipping kind of crap, you know, which it took me a long time to get it. Of course, the holiday got in the way too, so that didn't really help a lot. So, so yeah. So hopefully these things will serve their purpose and not really let me down. Because, you know, it's better to pay, well, really you could just buy one and then just swap them around, you know, with the wiring. But, see if I'll for a brand new battery, depending on what make and model and brand and, you know, whatever you want to go with, they're easily right around $100 and up. So, I don't really want to buy brand new batteries. Now, I mean, I've gone 5 years on a battery. Never had a problem. But, you know, they're like $100. Maybe even more than that. Like I said, it's depending on your cold cranking amps. But I think the one on Big Red is actually pretty high because it actually cranks over really well in the wintertime. So that's pretty good. The John Deere must be a little weaker because it takes a little longer for it to crank, but it does crank because I had it going a couple days ago. So, because I put some fuel stabilizer in that, and I finally did that this year too. I've never done stabilizer either. So, cheap insurance, I guess. You know, I think if you just left your batteries as they were, like I've been doing for the last 5 years, that's probably about all you would probably ever get out of them. You know, with putting them on a tender of this, you could get almost probably 10, maybe even 15 years out of them, you know, just depending on how much you use them. So, but, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I got 2 of them, so I got plenty of wiring, but I might have to put one of these on an extension cord, well, one for the tractor, because I don't know if this will be long enough. That's the thing I'm worried about. So, well, it's supposed to be 12 foot, but I guess this stuff's kind of thick, but I do have kitty cats, and I'm worried that they might nibble on the wiring, so hopefully they won't nibble on the wiring, but I might have to buy like another 12-foot extension and reroute it, so I could route it without the cats getting to it. But then that last couple of feet, they're going to get to it real easy because it has to go under. It has to go down to the ground and then under the tarp because I got to put a tarp on my tractor. So it does sit in the garage, but I don't want my cats sitting on it and getting it all dirty. Yeah, they kind of already did, but I've been delayed putting the cover on because I've been waiting for these. I did put the fuel stabilizer in, so we're good on that. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. See, Yeah. This is for the other battery tender. Just see, it doesn't have a cap on it. Whoa, trailer banging. What? What the heck? Make noise. Make noise. Noise levels extremely high. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this video decently short. Like I said, I'm not going to really exactly. I'm not going to show you how I'm going to do this, but it's just simple. You know, red to positive and black to negative, and it says that on your battery. And then it's up to you how you would want to route this. On the John Deere, I think I know how I'm going to route this. I think I'm going to go through the grill. And then Big Red, I think I'm going to go up under the front rack. So then if I do want to charge it, I can just... I don't even have to pop the freaking, what's it called again? The rack. Because it's got big holes in the rack. Because it's a 2010 Polaris Sportsman 850 XP. So they have holes in the rack, right? So I can just kind of stick my hand under it and just pull the wire through or whatever. So not too bad, but I don't know. I gotta really see if I can even get these damn things on my battery, because I think I gotta put longer bolts in, because on the Polaris, my terminal spaces are all took up because of the winch. Yes, I got a winch on it, brand new one. Well, last year. Broke the cable, of course, but that's nothing new. So yeah, I'll show you how I wired it later on, I guess, whenever I'm done. So, because I'm not sure how I'm going to wire this. I mean, you guys know what to do with the positive and negative connections. So, we'll probably do the car first, because the car's down in the basement, nice and toasty warm. Well, not super warm, but four-wheeler and the tractor are out in the cold. And, well, they're in the garage, but it's cold out there. So I think I probably need longer bolts, but I think these are a little too big. I guess I got more. So I probably got more up in the house. So, but if I don't have any new ones, I think there's some at the farm, so we can just hijack some over there. So, but yeah, anyways guys, I guess I'll probably take off. I do apologize, this is kind of a boring video, but I just wanted to show you guys that I finally got my battery tender juniors from Deltran, or however you say that. I think I said that wrong, but this is a battery charger and a battery maintainer. So you can pretty much just plug it in and walk away, but you should probably check it every couple of weeks to make sure that it's still doing what it's supposed to do. These things do, I guess, have like they got their own brain in them. That's why they're probably so big like this, because they got their own brain in there, and they, I guess, they read your battery, and then they know what your battery level is, so they're not like overcharging it or undercharging it or over, or whatever, They want to make sure that's right. So, but hopefully these will work. I think my batteries are lead acid. I think these are only work to lead acid and gel batteries. So I think that's what I got. These will work on maintenance-free batteries, which I got one in the 4-wheeler. That's a maintenance-free Polaris battery, so it should work on that fine. But on the 4-wheeler, I don't have to really. Even on the 4-wheeler, I'm not going to have to tender it, because it's going to be running. Now, if I think I go maybe a couple of weeks without running it, well, I've done that before, and it's always cranked over on me. So, but if I think I'm not going to run it any longer than that, or maybe if I'm not going to run it for like a month, then maybe I'll take the tender off the car and then stick it on the 4-wheeler just for a while, just to check it and see if it's still good. Could have ordered another one of these, but I think 2 would be enough. Well, whatever we do with the car, if we get rid of the car, then I'm going to have an extra one left, so that'll go on the 4-wheeler. That'll tenderize my four-wheeler then. But the main thing is the John Deere and the car battery, and then we'll wire the four-wheeler with these, and then the tractor, and then the car will just get these. Because I'm not doing a permanent connection on that, because we don't really need it on that, so yeah. Like I said, you can't get extensions, so I might have to do that, because I don't think I'm going to have enough. But, maybe we'll just do this for now. If I think I need to order the extensions, I'll do that. Like I said, I'll put the link below to their website and to where I bought these from. But if you go to their website, they'll have the extensions. But if for some reason you can't find it, can't find that extension page, let me know and then I'll give you the link to that. And it'll take you right to the extensions. They only have a 12 foot and a 25 foot. I think the 12 foot would be a little better. So 25 foot might be a little overkill. Unless I was going to run it overhead, which is what I want to do. So the cats really don't get to it. For the four-wheeler, it'd actually be pretty good because it's right in the middle of my garage. And the tractor's sitting up against the side of the wall. Well, there's a window there and a shelf, so they all like to sit on the shelf in the window. So they're going to play with the wiring. So, but maybe next year, if I need the extensions, then I'll have to order them now. But if I can make it do with what I got, then I'll just lay them on the floor or something or whatever. And then we'll order the extensions and wire it, I guess, so it's more to my liking. Because if it ain't wired to my liking, then I'm frustrated and then I don't like it. So things have to be done my way so that I'm happy with it. You know, and it has to be the same way with you guys too. So, but I know there's a lot of people on YouTube have been wiring their cars and their motorcycles and ATVs. I haven't seen any ATVs, but I've seen a lot of motorcycles and stuff. These are perfect. So, but these are a slow charger. These are not like I'm gonna charge your battery in an hour. No, this is like an overnight kind of thing, right? So, but this is just for if you're not going to drive your vehicle all winter. Well, you don't need to charge it in a hell of a hurry, you know. So, it's perfect. But if you need to charge your battery in a hell of a hurry, then you can just get their big, huge chargers, and you could be fine. So, and they do make big battery chargers and stuff too. That's Kitty, I see you. You guys can't see him, but he's hanging in the neighbor's shop there. He's been missing for like a couple days. Why don't you come in? You've been out for 3 days. It's minus like 60,000 degrees out. Jesus, cold out. And if you guys are hearing that siren, it is now noon. So that means I'm going to go in and feed my fat ass. And start uploading this video. And once I wire everything, except, well, I might not show well, I could. But the four-wheeler, I'll definitely show you how I wired it. So if you guys have the same four-wheeler, you could do it my way. And why is my camera not focusing? Thank you. But you guys have to wire it to your liking. You know, you just can't do how I did it because it may not work for you guys. And these battery chargers might not even be the right ones for you. You might want something bigger, I don't know. But I'll give you the link to their website. You guys can just go and look around and maybe you'll find something you like. And a lot of people have been saying good things about these, so I'm going to give them a shot. And I think that they'll work pretty damn good. I hope they do. You know, $60. But I don't know. Only time will tell if my battery survives. Because I don't really feel like buying another battery. I mean, I've never bought a battery in 5 years that I've owned my stuff. So, and it gets pretty damn cold here. I'm surprised my batteries haven't died yet. But I guess if they do, you charge them up. And if they don't hold the charge, then you got to buy new ones. Well, see, that's the point of these things. You know, it saves you the trouble having to charge them or buy new ones. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take off. I do apologize for a 30-minute video. I know you guys probably hate that kind. So, but I guess if there's anything else that I missed in the video, I'll probably put it in the description. So check it out. The links to the stuff will be there. You guys can check it out there. Um, I don't really know a lot of information on these, but if you guys just Google or YouTube these things, you guys will find more videos that are more helpful, you know, than what mine are. I'm just showing what I got, so. But I can't wait to put them to use, that's for sure. Hopefully maybe today we'll put the one on the John Deere and on the car. So, yeah. But I will keep you guys updated on this, so if you guys are like, well, I wonder how long they'll last, you know, well, you guys can just follow my videos. I'll make update videos on this over the months, and like I'll do like a once a month kind of deal. And, but yeah, it's still working, you know, so. Yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.